And we are back. You've been back a lot of times, nah? But but I hope everybody's been having a wonderful time. I mean, just dancing wherever you are, at home, family, wherever it is, whatever you're doing. I hope you're enjoying the songs, that we were playing. And we are coming to the end of our segment. And there's just one more thing that I would like us to talk about is, can a Christian grow alone? And there is something that we also tend to ask, if us alone, can we grow on our own alone? I mean, there's certain truth to it, but then you get the truth and the righteousness of God. That truth is what we want and how we want to be living our lives.
Yeah.
So, go for it, Kiara.
So, can a Christian grow alone? Christianity wasn't meant to be lived in isolation, personally. And we need mentorship, we need friends, we need accountability, we need a community also
Yeah.
to stand behind us. And it's not because you need people to be there for you or for you to grow, but sometimes you just need that one person. It could be even one friend.
Yeah.
It could even be your pastor, it could be your mommy, it could be your daddy, it could be anybody that you feel that can help you grow.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to do it alone. There's nothing there is certain things we can do alone, but there's nothing as a Christian you can do alone. You need someone to guide you in the correct path.
Yeah.
And it says in Hebrews 24 to 20, from Hebrews 10 verse 24 to 25, let us not give up meeting together,
Yeah.
but encourage one another.
Come on.
And in Matthew 6 verse 33, it also says, seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. And it's more of, when in Hebrews, for me, what I got from that was that it's not an isolation thing.
Yeah.
It's not a one-man band thing. It's something to do with you and someone. So maybe you just need that one person to be like, no, Kiara, you need to do this. Or no, Wade, this is how you could do it.
Yeah.
Or give you advice on certain things so that you don't also feel like, okay, I'm alone.
Yeah.
Because once you do things in isolation, you become lonely.
Yeah. That's so true.
You become lonely as a person, and being lonely can be very depressing as well. And it's very hard to come out of that gutter of being depressed and being lonely and all of that.
Yeah.
So you always need that one person. It doesn't need to be a group that can help you grow. You just need maybe that one that can be like, maybe if you try this way, maybe if you try that way, maybe if you do this, maybe you do that. But it's more of also having God on your side. And they say in Matthew 6 verse 33, that if you seek the kingdom above all else and live righteously, he will give you everything you need. So
That's
you
true.
need him in order to get what you want. It's not only, sometimes you think, no, maybe I just need my daddy and I'll have that.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need my mommy and my friends. No, then it's this and it's going to be that. But sometimes you just need to say, God, maybe if I give it to you, you can show me what I can do and how to live with or how to deal with certain situations.
Yeah. So true.
And it comes to a point also where we need to always be there for one another. And not only bring each other down, but also be there for one another. And many times you will get advice from your friend, your mommy, or whoever.
Yeah.
And you will think, no, man, they're just demotivating me.
Yeah.
But for them, it feels like, no, they're motivating you. Because in that current situation, you don't want anybody to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
You always think to yourself, maybe if I go through this alone, I will somehow get out of it. But it says in his word that don't give up on meeting together.
Come on.
So that is just my intake of that. A Christian can't grow alone.
Yeah.
You always need someone. And it's also not a thing of being in isolation. It's more of being together, helping one another. And it's also that accountability plays a big part in how to grow. And growing, it comes with accountability. If you can take accountability for your actions, that is you growing.
Yeah.
That is like you saying, no, I'm sorry for this. And that's helping you grow as a better person because now you know, okay, maybe I was wrong in that situation. Sometimes you're just saying sorry because of the sake of the person.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you get that sorry where it's like, no, I need to be sorry for this person and I need to say sorry because I don't want to live unrighteously.
Yeah.
So you more of like, let me rather say sorry so that I can feel like I'm growing as a person as well. So accountability plays a very big role
That's true.
in growing as a person as well.
Yeah, that is so true. I mean, growing and, with our character being, shifting and changing all the time. God is trying to make us into men and women that He needs us to be for Him, ultimately. And I believe that, with that happening, there's a purpose that we have on our life and a call, that God has placed over our lives. And, we just need to tell God, like, Lord, you have your way. Let your will be done. Mold me, shape me, come and prune me, and just let my character be in right standing with you and how you need me to be. Because, that's important. Our character is important.
It's very important. Character and purpose.
Yeah,
very important.
it's important. And that also goes with our heart being checked as well. Like you're saying, sometimes we do say sorry just for the sake of the person or just to be okay with the person. But, that speaks to me so much, with so much volume, like really. And, we shouldn't be just saying sorry for the sake of saying sorry, because that means we don't actually mean it.
Yeah.
And then our heart is not at the right place.
Yeah.
And, sometimes, yes, we do tend to say things that just comes out fast.
Yeah.
without, the filter being there. We just let it go and let it rip. And, on that, with us growing alone, it also says in the word, where 2 or 3 are gathered, God commands a blessing.
Yeah.
So if you think that, you can do things on your own, yes, people can say, I can do things on my own. And, there was a question that I asked someone, for millionaires, they would always say, oh, they self-made and, all of those type of things. But then I thought of it like, are they truly self-made? Or was there someone that actually opened the door for them?
Yes.
And 100% of the time it's the truth. That there was someone that was a mentor, that helped them, that actually kind of, curved their way for them as well. Yes, they were doing the execution and they were running it to someone, but ultimately you can't do it on your own.
You can't.
Whatever you set up for yourself to think that you will do on your own, you can never do on your own. And youth, this is something that's very important. Maybe you think that you can get out of a certain situation on your own, but you can't. Keeping yourself accountable and having someone to hold you accountable. It's important as well. And it's good because that person will actually tell you like, hey Wade, hey Kiara, you actually went against what you said, and I'm just keeping you accountable. And sometimes people, they tend to be like, yeah, why are you telling me this now? Yeah. But sometimes we need that check, and we need that person. We need that that nudge here and there to actually know that.
That's why with me preparing for this, for the radio station, I made sure that I said things that people can't keep me accountable for.
Yeah.
Because you need to be so picky with your words, especially when you're talking to a lot of different people. Because there's a lot of everybody, each of their own views. So whenever you say something, you must make sure you can stand for what you are saying and take accountability for what you're saying. So I just have something like a small word for like young Christian adults.
As in closing,
As in closing. Being a young Christian adult isn't about having all the answers. It's about walking with God daily, trusting Him in uncertainty, and also allowing Him to shape who you become along the journey. So you don't need to have everything figured out now, but just trust in Him and walk with Him through your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And you will see where you want to become, where you want to become technically.
Come on. Well, guys, we come to the end of our show. Well done, Kiara. Really, a round of applause for Kiara, guys. No, I'm so happy, man, that you could join me and just be here. With your presence being here, and so we could just talk about, navigating as a young adult with what we face. So thank you, Kiara. Thank you to your parents and to your sister as well that came to, support you. And, you must truly be honored to have your parents and, and I know you do honor them, which is something very important. So youth and every listener, every viewer that maybe just tuned in now, we're actually coming to the end of our segment. And we're going to be logging off. And, if you maybe don't have a place of worship that you are not attending, wherever you are, if you're in the surrounding areas of Retreat, Steenberg Cave, the Heathfield, wherever it is that this is the surrounding area. We are actually based on the corner of 5th Avenue, Retreat Road, Retreat. You can come and join us in praise and worship and in, just listening and hearing from God on a Sunday at 9:30 a.m. If I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken.
No, not mistaken.
Yeah, so Sunday mornings, you can come join us. And if you do want to have or know more details, you can actually send us a message on our WhatsApp line at 077 377 4790. Let me repeat that again. 077 377 4790. If you are interested, and for youth that doesn't have a place to come on a Friday, this is your place, this is your space. You can tune in. You can interact with us, via our WhatsApp line as well. And you can use that same number that you can just send us messages. You can conversate with us and we can even have a call. Why not? We can hear different perspectives of, what youth are going through. Yes. Because we're here to empower, to edify, and to encourage, not just ourselves, but the world, the nation, our community. And it starts with, ourselves. And then it goes to the community. So, we just honored, for this initiative that God has placed over our spiritual father's heart,
Yes.
for starting this radio station called IDR, Inspired Digital Radio. How encouraging and so inspiring. So we're going to be tuning off. Tomorrow there's going to be another segment happening at 10 till 1 with Angie Lombard. So thank you everybody that tuned in and every listener that listened to it. This is your host, Wade Simons, and your co-host, Kiara van der Bergh. We are out and we are going to be heading off. Thank you very much.